In this chapter, we are going to discuss about the religious development that took place during the 6th century BC and 6th century AD. And we know that during this period, Buddhism and Jainism were the two main religious beliefs that became popular and prominent among the common people. We have taken different sources to understand, to know about these developments during the 6th century BC onwards. First of all, in this section, we are going to discuss about the development of Jainism and it becoming popular among the common people, especially in the western part of the country and also later on in the southern part of the country. Though Jainism had its origin from the region of the present-day Bihar, but it didn't become as much popular as Buddhism became during the 6th century BC onwards, with the decline of the Brahminical religion. But Jainism became a prominent religious stream which was accepted by a very large number of common people in our country. Basically, these religious beliefs that started developing during this period of time was based on non-violence. The root of this belief and acceptance of non-violence was hidden in the existence of violence in the Brahminical religion, existence of rituals in the Brahminical religion. Initially, the Brahminical religion didn't believe in these things, but with the passage of time, many new changes came up, and especially in the later Vedic period and onwards. Brahminical religion started getting infested with different type of superstitious beliefs, rituals, which made it very difficult for the common people to understand and accept the religion. The role of the priest became very prominent. And the priestly section started manipulating things in their favor. So it became very difficult for the common people to follow the religion. And these new religious beliefs started coming up. One of them was Jainism, as I told you. And this occupies an important place among the religious movements of the 6th century BC in our country. The term Jain has been derived from the Sanskrit word Jina, which means a conqueror. That is a person who has conquered all his desires. Thus the followers of Jina came to be known as Jains, and the religion came to be known as Jainism. The Jain monks are also known as Nirgrantha, which means free from fetters, free from bondage. The propagators of Jainism are known as Tirthankaras. Actually, the word Tirthankara means one who helps cut the worldly fetters. That is, one who helps to get free from the worldly bondings. In Jain traditions, there are 24 Tirthankaras. And according to it, Jainism is a very old religion. It is not that it had its origin with Lord Mahavira. Lord Mahavira is considered as the 24th Tirthankara, that is the last Tirthankara. Its beginning had been much older. It is believed that it had come into existence even much before the 6th century BC. And Mahavir Swami was its 24th and the last Tirthankara. Swami Rishabh Dev is considered as the first Tirthankara of the Jain religion and is also considered as the founder of Jainism. Swami Parsavanath is regarded as the 23rd Tirthankara, and he was the son of Asusena, the king of Kashi. He was born about 250 years before Mahavir, and Mahavir Swami was the 24th and the last Tirthankara of Jainism. It was during his lifetime that Jainism flourished and became very popular among the common people, and also an important faith that was accepted by the common people during that period and also exists today and is popular among a large section of the people in our country. Lord Mahavira was born in around 40 BC in Kundagram of Vaishali in Muzaffarpur district of modern Bihar. His early name was Vardhaman. His father Siddharth was the head of the Jantrika tribe, which was a Kshatriya clan, and his mother Trishala was a sister of a renowned Lichavi king Chetak. Lord Mahavir at the age of 30 left his home and became an ascetic. After the asceticism of 12 years, after going through penance for 12 years, it is said that he attained Kaivalya, which means supreme knowledge. And he was freed from the worldly bonds of pleasure and pain. And because of this, he came to be known as Arhat, that is venerable or respectable. He also came to be known as Kevalin, that is omniscient, which means knowing everything. He was regarded as Mahavir, that is supreme hero. Nirgrantha, which means free from fetters, and Jina, which means conqueror. So, after attaining knowledge or enlightenment, he started propagating his beliefs, preaching his doctrines in different parts of the Indo-Gangetic plain. With the passage of time, large number of followers became a part of his religion. But here, while discussing this chapter, it should be understood that these great religious leaders didn't try to promote a new religion. They only just tried to reform the different types of misgivings, rituals, superstitious belief that had come in the Brahminical religion. They tried to remove it, and actually their effort was to reform the Brahminical religion. So these development that took place in the 6th century BC and 6th century AD should be understood in a way that religious reform movement started, which led to the development of ideas which later on came to be known as Buddhism and Jainism. People who were annoyed by the different rituals and superstitious belief that existed in the Brahminical religion, they started following the ways that were suggested by Lord Mahavir and Lord Buddha. And so these beliefs became very popular, and with the passage of time, the followers of Lord Mahavir and Buddha converted this whole into a new religious faith or belief, and that which we know today as Buddhism and Jainism. Lord Mahavira, after preaching his beliefs among the people, he passed away at Pavapuri near Rajgir in 468 BC at the age of 72. But the changes that was initiated by these great religious leaders brought about a big change in the religious life of the people, which ultimately led to the decline of the Brahminical religion, which ultimately also forced the Brahminical religion to reform itself and remove the superstitious beliefs and rituals that existed, which had made the common people difficult to practice the religion. And it was basically because of that after the decline of the Mauryan period, again the Brahminical religion started becoming popular among the common people, because these religious beliefs like Jainism and Buddhism that force the believers of the Brahminical religion to reform it and make it acceptable to the common people. So, we were discussing about a short description of the life of Lord Mahavira and the development of Jainism as a prominent religious development that took place in the 6th century BC and 6th century AD. Well, in the coming classes, we will be discussing in detail about Jainism and Buddhism. And after understanding properly these religious developments that took place during that period, we will come back to the sources of information about these philosophical and religious development that started taking place during that period of time. We will be discussing about the different literary sources, whether the Jain literary sources or the Buddhist literary sources. We will discuss about the inscriptions, we will discuss about the pillar inscriptions that gives us information about the existence and the changes that came in the religious beliefs of the people during this period of time. We will also be discussing about the very important source of information like the stoops, the chaityas, which gave us a lot of information about the philosophical and the religious changes that started emerging during that period of time.